Hey there! Welcome to New York City. Come take a walk through the West Village with me. The sheer visual beauty alone of the West Village is enough to get you hooked on this place forever. With its multitude of restaurants, shops, and streets that reflect a charming past of what would have been seen over 100 years ago, this corner of Manhattan is truly a special place. The adventure starts here, on 9th Avenue and Hudson Street. Just a pinch to the right of me, or west side, is the Meatpacking District, but I'll introduce her in another video. The first landmark I'd like to feature is the Old Homestead Steakhouse, one of the oldest restaurants in New York City, established in 1868. Did you know that the term doggy bag was invented here? During the time, taking food home was actually frowned upon, but because their portions were so big, they were actually the first restaurant to encourage people to do so. Next up, we have the Stonewall Inn, a National Historic Landmark and site of the 1969 riots that launched the gay rights movement. Stonewall was actually unique for the time because it welcomed drag queens when other gay bars and clubs frowned upon them. It also served as a home for runaways and homeless gay youth, and was one of the few, if not the only gay bar that allowed dancing. You definitely need sustenance if you're walking around New York City, so here I am at one of my favorite slice spots. So good. And speaking of pizza, here's John's on Bleecker. If you are a pizza fan and just love pizza, you gotta come to John's, because in my opinion, it is the best in the neighborhood, an absolute gem of a place. No slices here, however, they only serve whole pies. Now I'm taking you down West 4th Street. Enjoy. Looks like the Cherry Lane Theater just wrapped up a show. It is the oldest running off-Broadway theater, established in 1923. If you need a place to rest your feet for a bit, grab a coffee and head on over to Jackson Square. Now that your feet are rested up, it's time to get back out there to enjoy the rest of these West Village views. This street has so many gems. A beautiful crystal store, the Lucille Hotel Theater, and the famous McNulty's Tea Shop. Let's go. This street is one of my favorites in the West Village, and I can't wait to show you why. Anybody recognize this corner building here? If you are a fan of the hit TV show Friends, then you do. Have you ever been 86'd out of a bar? That term was actually coined here, as the address is 86 Bedford Street. This was the location for a famous speakeasy, Chumley's, but sadly due to COVID, it is now closed. Now that our walk is coming to an end, I wanted to take you to Our Lady of Pompeii Church, located near Father Demo Square. This intersection right here on 6th Avenue and Houston marks the end of the West Village before you get into Soho. I hope you enjoyed our walk, and I look forward to seeing you in the city soon.